will we be able to delay construction or delay the
Yes, the
contract?
contractor, I tentatively, met with him. He has a meeting with the mayor Monday,
Mhm.
and he has agreed to hold up on the project. If we want to go in that direction. He said only if we go in that direction.
Is there a possibility that we would not get the loan through the USDA?
Well, the possibility if we don't get a loan from First Community or any other bank.
I'm
that
just
would be-
asking.
That would be the question.
Yeah.
That would be the only reason why.
Yeah.
Has the alternative of a bond issue been pursued?
Well, that's what you get, USDA is bonds. It's geo bonds.
They're not-
You'd get the same interest rate for the bond.
When we talked about this about a year or so ago, we talked about 2.5% range. Seeming like I read something in the paper recently about Pritchard getting a loan, getting a bond, floating a bond issue or something in the 2 to 2.5% range.
Sarah.
Or Saraland, I'm sorry, Saraland, I'm sorry, not Pritchard, Saraland. And that, a bond issue,
But I don't know what I don't know what our bond rating is.
well, I don't know either, but that's why we're having this discussion. I mean, that's why this alternative is being suggested, is being to be pursued to see if there is some significant savings to the city.
I don't think a contractor will go for a bond. Bonds take longer. USDA grant will be the soonest you can go.
But
2-month time period. He's not going to extend his contract longer than 2 months. That's the longest he's willing to
Is he
wait.
gonna hold those prices?
He said the only problem he's worried about right now is his steel price. He said the other prices he has locked in. He said that's the only concern he has right now.
it seemed to me like we talked about 2.5% versus 4% over 30 years. Seems to me like that bears investigating to see what the savings are and what the.
Well, if you rebid your contract, you'd probably be looking at, you're shutting your project down and having to rebid it over another year's period of time. So it's your decision.
It'd probably take that long to sell a bond. We weren't successful in selling a
That's
bond.
right, we done been
For
under
the,
with that guy, and he
Providence.
couldn't produce nothing.
And it was the same.
Okay, all I'm suggesting is one of our sister cities is entered into an arrangement like that, and it seemed to me like it would be, as caretaker of the taxpayers' money, it would.
Saraland, gets way more than any other town in the county, marring on anything that goes on.
And we don't know how long it took them to actually
I don't know how long it took them to
get it.
that process.
That would be another thing that
It's hard to say. I mean, how long have they been? Barry would probably know better than we had.
I don't know. I'm only been here a couple of months. I don't know how long they've been through that process.
So what you're saying is we need to vote before we can move in the direction of application with USDA?
Well, we can't vote tonight,
No,
but,
at
yeah,
the
next
next meeting.
meeting. Mhm.
Any more questions?
Why don't we call New Cronin?
Luke Crum.
Ask New how they went about getting their bond financed. And just so we can answer Jim's question.
Okay, well, I'm gonna sign that to you, call him and ask him. How
Okay,
about that?
I'll do it.
Okay.
And I'll ask him those questions and ask him how long the process has been going on, Jim. I'll see if I can get you an answer.
Well, we
Then
talked.
if you look at the amount that they're
And you
bonding
should
also.
know.
We had talked about this a year ago, and at that time, I was under the impression we were gonna talk about bonds as well as bank loans.
We did, we tried to get bonds a year ago, if y'all remember.
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
remember very well.
Thank you.
I remember.
I guess the next question is on that, if we go this route, are we gonna put some of our already put up money on the building and not borrow the full amount, or are we gonna just borrow the full amount and use what we got? If we got any left, put back on the loan, or how do y'all wanna do that?
we have a new proposal to build. Joe, would you like to, lay out the proposal?
Well, I had a thought, and what it was is I was out looking at the work proceeding on the dam, and I was with, Matt Dias. And we drove down to the, water's edge with all the boat landing, and we had an inspiration that we're gonna be putting this much out here to begin with. It would look nice to have a pavilion out on the water's edge. And then Jeremy was looking at putting a dock out in that area. And I was thinking if we put a pavilion out there, it would probably make it more of a rentable space for weddings and that type of thing, and then it would just be absolutely gorgeous. You could have it overlapping the water's edge, it could be built up to the bank and then going out over the lake
Instead of the pier.
instead of the pier, or in addition to the pier. We've got where we have the people that can do it while the water's down. We have, our city inspector said that he had the ability to draw the plans up for us, so we wouldn't have any engineering cost. So it would just be a question of the materials to build a pavilion.
So we can use part of that funding for that.
And then you save the rest of it for
Fixtures and,
fixtures and
and
then.
we were estimating somewhere about $20,000.
No, you know, I'll tell you that I run some quotes on it. Wood the pier with a 70-foot pier, 10-foot wide, and a 30-by-30 gazebo pavilion on the end of it. The material for $16,000 for the material. That was with marine treated 10-by-10 posts.
Right.
Now, if you go with the scenario you just talked about and build a gazebo on piers, half in, you know, over the water, half on the, access it from the bank without a pier, then you're gonna basically cut 70 foot of pier out, 10-foot wide with handrails.
Right.
So you probably gonna go for 16,000, about 8 or 9.
Yeah. Right, and that's where we were looking at, is somewhere in
I'd
that.
be fine with that as long as the
I think
shadow
it
was
would-
out over, you know.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
16 with additional 9, is that what you're saying?
No,
That's just-
-9 if you didn't go with the boardwalk. Just
Oh,
cut your
okay.
price in half.
Right.
It'd be $8,000 worth of material for just the gazebo.
Right.
Because it was 16
But
with
you're not
70.
talking about just a gazebo, are you talking
Well,
about?
I'm talking
He's talking about
about
just
like a
not going
40 by
out
40
70 foot.
pavilion. I'm
Oh.
not talking about going into the middle of the
He's
lake.
not going on a pier, he just wants to put,
A pavilion there instead of, yeah.
I mean, you could have a pier attached to the pavilion, like whatever you want to call it, gazebo pavilion. But something with a roof over it, something that had benches around the
Yeah.
side with electricity run out to it. I think it would be that added amenity that would really sell
well, the
that
thing you would
facility.
do it, you probably rent them as own.
Good, it would.
Are we gonna move forward with, knocking us a new boat launch in while the lake's down on the other side?
Yeah, we gotta decide, you know, where we want it, and then also decide if we're gonna put it on the other side, who's gonna be responsible for collecting fees, and, I mean, it's gonna be out of the way of everything when you put it on the other side. You know,
You
you're
gotta come through the campground then, wouldn't you?
not, well, we originally was
You
gonna
talking about
locate.
putting it behind the amphitheater somewhere?
No, it was gonna be like if you come out of Turner Road, right in front of that house where the lights would be right across the road from that. And that
You wouldn't have no parking for folks right there.
was, actually, Pete had had it already drawn up and everything a year ago. And it's room there, but it's just, my thinking is, there's no one over there to know when people are coming and going.
I'm not gonna support it going over
Yeah,
there, I just tell
okay.
you flat out.
Well, then I'm open for it being in another location.